Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
I want to go to honker heaven. I'd love to go to honker heaven. It feels, it looks and feels like it's comfortable. I can almost imagine it. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double Ds. It's Monday. We're starting the week off. I hope you're ready. I'm ready because I honestly don't know what's going to happen this week. I have no idea. All I know is that I got to call in to get my car fixed because, listen, my car is a good car. It's a sturdy car. It gets stuff done, but there's something wrong with the wiring. The wiring in the car sucks, and this is the third time now the turn signals don't work, and I have to bring it back, and it's just a pain in the ass. It's just a tedious fucking pain in the ass. So I gotta put the call in, find out when they can take me, and then it's a bunch of Ubering back and forth, and I gotta go pick somebody up. It's tough. It just sucks. It just sucks. What? Penis purgatory? You just wanted to do that for alliteration, Kel. That's the only reason you wanted to do that. Penis purgatory. I don't want no. No, I will not do that. I will not end up in penis purgatory. I will go one day. I will find my way to honker heaven. I will find my way there, where everywhere I turn, big beautiful breasts are in my face. It'll be great. I'm imagining it right now. In fact, we're going to end the stream because I'm imagining it right now. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. It is Monday. We never wanted to be here, but it comes every week. All right. So here's what we're going to start off with now. I do have something to say because last night while we were chilling out playing games, Jed sends me a DM, and by now this morning, it's everywhere. What am I talking about? Talk about the simple fact that somewhere, somehow, the gods of Cope smiled down on Warner Brothers and decided to tell us that Superman made money. Superman made money. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I have all my things up here. Yeah, I forgot to add something in there. Superman made money somehow, some way. Superman made money despite the fact that it has only made $614 million. $614 million. That means the last time we checked on this, 2 weeks ago, we didn't look at box office yesterday on Roundtable. 2 weeks ago, it was at 613. That means in that time, this is what it did. Nothing. So they want to come out and they want to tell us. They want to tell us that Superman made money in this about 4 or 5 paragraphs deep into this variety snuff piece right here. Deep into it. Talk about how Warner Brothers has made money this year. All it says right here, Superman made around $125 million in theatrical profit. No receipts, no evidence. Just a blurb by whatever moron was interviewed by Rebecca Rubin here at Variety. No evidence, no receipts. We're just supposed to believe that Superman, James Gunn's Superman, has made $125 million in theatrical profit, when despite the facts, the logic, the hard numbers, the understood way, how you calculate profit in the box office, even on their fake logic, fake numbers of $225 million, which means it needed, and the $100 million they said was the marketing budget, which we know is bullshit. Even by their numbers, it needed $650 million to break even. I am not a smart man, Gen A, but even I could do this simple math. It's still missing, and it takes a moment to do the math. Notice I take a moment to do the math. It's still missing $36 million. $36 million in the hole by their fake numbers. The real numbers are several $100 million. But we'll play their game. We'll play their coke-filled, shill-infested, Stan, rotten milk drinking brains. There's still $36 million in the hole, yet somewhere, somehow, $125 million profit with no evidence. Because look, rest of the article, there's no calculations, there's no numbers. They're just saying, we're just supposed to believe when they say, oh, we made $125 million. We're just supposed to believe it. We're just supposed to believe it. Just as a reminder, you calculate box office. You take if you don't know the production value, the marketing value, you multiply the production budget by 2.5, because that takes into account what the international takes away and what the theaters get paid. Your gross doesn't mean jack shit. You multiply it, and if you play their game at $325 million, if you play their game, that's a $650 million break even. If you play the real game, $363 million production budget, plus $150 to $200 million marketing budget, that's around a $900 to $1 billion break even. This movie lost ungodly amounts of money, but the propaganda machine run all over X-Twitter, the propaganda machine propped up by guntards and fake fans and coping people who just like, I like my Superman movie, and I don't want to talk about, I don't want to hear you talk about bad things, la 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 la. Coping idiots have to believe, without any evidence, it's a $125 million profit. Lying changes nothing. Reality. Warner Brothers is still massively in debt, and Superman sank them deeper into debt. And every following DCU project, from starting now with Lanterns, the beginning of next year, to Supergirl, to Clayface, all the way to Man of Tomorrow, will lose money. The sooner you learn to accept these facts, the sooner you can find mental health. You can like this movie, like it all you want. Just don't lie to yourself. This movie was a financial failure. A simple four-word blurb in a Variety article makes not truth. Because if they provided numbers that we could look at, and I could find someone to actually make sense of it if it was beyond my literary brain, because I'm a writer, I'm not a mathematician. If they provided numbers, okay, let's work on that. But it's just a blurb. Superman made $125 million. And that we're just supposed to believe it. But plenty of people do. They're running all over X-Twitter going, oh, we win. It made money. We win. Yes, take that. You win nothing. You lose. Don't believe your lying eyes, guys. That's what they want to tell you. Don't believe your lying eyes. 614 million gross means jack shit. Lying? I hate lying. Do I tell lies? Sure, I tell white lies all the fucking time. White lies make the world go round. Without white lies, society falls apart. You cannot tell that woman she has a big ass. It would cause problems. When your girlfriend says, do I look fat in these jeans? You say, no, honey. I want to throw you on the bed right now and ravish you. You do not tell your significant other they look fat in something. You tell the white lie. If somebody's having a bad day, you don't tell them, well, suck it up, buttercup. You go, oh, dude, that sucks. I feel for you. No, you don't really feel anything because you don't give a fuck. Let's be honest. You don't give a fuck. We're not all empathetic. But you tell the white lie. You tell the white lie so people just, so society can move on. But this is lying to another level because we're talking about money. We're talking about financial stakes. We're talking about people's jobs. And we're talking about the health of an industry, the health of a genre. Lying like this solves nothing, changes nothing. It changes nothing. And it only makes you look stupid because at some point, somewhere, because it happens all the time. We talked about it yesterday on Roundtable. You guys will catch that clip later today. Somewhere, somehow, the truth always comes out about how much money they actually spent on these movies, how much money they actually made, and in the reality, how much they lost. One day it'll be revealed, and we go back to this moment, and every single fucking drooling moron who went, yay, we win, yay! You'll be shown for the idiot you are. And I get vindication. Vindication. It feels good. But I don't want to wait till then. I'm talking about it now. I'm not going to wait. Truth, facts, and logic. That's how I run my life. That's how you should run your life too. If you don't lie to yourself, you can deal with just about anything. It may hurt, but you could deal with it. Because if you're not lying to yourself, you come to the conclusion faster how to fix a problem, how to solve a problem, how to get around troubled things coming down the road. That is the smart thing to do. Lying changes nothing, solves nothing. All right, I'm done with this. I didn't want to start my day angry. I don't want to. Listen. I got just enough sleep. See, Sherry understands. I don't ask. I'm looking for addition or lies. Yep, there you go. Don't ask for lies. Static, just because you don't give a fuck and you want to get something blown up in your face, I'm not going to. I will tell a white lie to save myself some stress in a moment. I will tell that white lie sometimes. Why do I want to start a fight I don't want to have? Why do I want to do that to myself? I don't. I do not. How about everybody's doing all right? Everybody's coming in. Yeah, they're scared, Frank. They're scared. Listen, this propaganda machine surrounding Superman and all the subsequent DCU projects now, it is one of the greatest propaganda vehicles I've ever seen. I mean, listen, Disney could learn a lesson from WB and Frank Gunn. From James Gunn. I just look at it. I said Frank. From James Gunn. Disney could learn a lesson from James Gunn and DCU and Warner Brothers right now. They could learn a lesson on how to run a propaganda machine, because Disney's propaganda is falling apart. No one believes that shit anymore. But people out there believe the DCU James Gunn propaganda. They believe it. They run with it every day. Oh, we're having fun. Yeah, we're hot. We're making all the things. We got a great movies. They believe it. They believe it. Clapping seals. Clapping seals. Throw dead fish at them. So dead fish at them. That's how it is. And they're happy when they get that dead fish smacked in their face. Although sometimes it's a penis. And they're happy with that because they're ready to suck off James Gunn. God damn. All right. I got that out of my. Listen, I had to address that. I've talked so much about Superman, the budget, the financial. We're not even talking about the quality movie. We talk about the hard stuff. I've talked so much about that. I had to talk about that. I had to. Couldn't avoid it. I am disingenuous. I am fake if I avoided talking about a headline that flies in the face of what I've talked about. So I talked about it, and I tackled it the way it should be tackled, with truth. I showed you the numbers. I explained how it worked. Anyway, you know how this show works. You guys know how this show works. $5 to order an Adam rant on just about anything within reason. $10 to ask me a simple question, and I will tell you no lies, and we'll go down a rabbit hole together. Or you can spend $10 to rent me to play a video game. And yes, I know I still owe the 3.5 hours on Party Animals, but that is outside my control. Someone has to schedule it on a regular gaming day where we all do co-op, and I will be there. It has to be somebody I stream with. I know that somebody came down the filter that Abe did a Party Animal stream, but I don't stream with Abe. I don't stream with Abe. And I was not invited. Therefore, I don't have to show up. Now, if Alf schedules it, or Dermy schedules it, or Devil schedules it, or somebody else like that, then I have to show up. Those are the guys I stream with. Then I have to be there and suffer and pay you guys back the 3.5 hours that I have to give you guys. But I'll do it, but I have to wait because I will not start that nightmare. I will not. I suffer enough pain for your entertainment of my own doing. I don't have to add that to the pile. All right? I don't have to. So $10 for me to play a video game for at least 30 minutes. Then $15 to have me react to an article that I show you, one you may have found. Think, oh, I want to hear what this moron has to say. I want to break his brain. Diz did it last week. We broke my brain a little bit. That's your choice. You do that. $20 gets you the video watching fun that we have. Mostly it's pain, unless it's Warhammer Wednesday. Then we have fun. Warhammer Wednesday. We're tearing at stuff this week. And then $30 to rent my time to watch an episode of television or a movie of your choice. And then I come on this live stream and I give you a live review. No editing, no nothing. And we call it Chat Made Me Watch This Reviews. That's what we do. That's how we play this game. And we're doing pretty well. We do pretty well. We have fun. You guys are entertained. And I fulfill my promises with no lies. Anyway. So let's do a quick check. Anything yet? Nope, nothing yet. So we might as well dive into the news. We might as well do it. Let's get into it here. Where is it? Click on the correct one this time. There you go. We of course start with one of the chief operating officers of shill bullshit Variety, because that's 90. It's 90% terrible, but we go there because it does break news sometimes. It does. Just clear this up real quick here. Go away window. Okay. That's not it. That's me. Okay. CBS reveals fall premiere dates for The Young and the Restless, Beyond the Gates, and more. People still watch soap operas? I mean, do they stream the soap operas on like streaming or something? Because that's terrestrial television. That doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't get that. I mean, I understand soap operas have been around for 60, 70 years at this point. I went through a point where I watched it for a hot minute. It started when I was, I got sick I was in college and I got sick, and I was sick for a few days in bed. And if once I was done with, listen, if you were sick as a kid during the day, you understand, you watch Price is Right. But then Price is Right was over. What else am I going to watch? And I didn't have much of a physical media collection at that point. I was starting to build what became my DVD and Blu-ray collection back then, because there was still a new thing. So I didn't have a lot, and I didn't have a VHS player anymore. I didn't bring that with me to college. So I'm just clicked in, and then I stopped on a soap opera. I think it was Days of Our Lives for some reason, maybe a hot chick or something. And for about, I would say, a short period of time, I watched that shit. I did. I admit it. It was just like, wow, these chicks are hot. This is a terrible story, but it's for some reason I'm looking at this. I don't know. And I did it. I don't know how long I did it. It was a hot minute though. And then I came to my senses and said, what am I doing? What am I doing? I have to stop this. And I did quickly. That's how that's where I first saw Jensen Ackles. I first saw Jensen Ackles on Days of Our Lives. So when Supernatural came around, like, hey, I recognize that dude. I saw him on that soap opera. I know that dude. He was on Days of Our Lives for a short period. That's where you know that's how you can lock down when I was watching it, because that's when Jensen Ackles was on Days of Our Lives for a brief moment in time. And so there you go. Alicia Silverstone, mystery drama Irish Blood renewed for season 2 at Acorn TV. I didn't know there was a season 1. I mean, I know Alicia Silverstone's coming back for the Clueless TV show they announced earlier this year. I did not know that she's doing another show. What's Acorn TV? I've never heard of Acorn TV. I don't know what that is. I don't care about your singing. Steph Curry. Steph Curry can fuck right off. Steph Curry is one of the reasons basketball sucks now. He ushered in the era of shit. Listen, it started because I saw hot chicks. That negates you trying to pull in my man card. That's why I saw hot chicks and I watched it, because I was sick in bed. All right? I'm telling the truth here. I'm not lying. And I said I watched it for a period of time, and then I stopped. Then I said, what am I doing? This is terrible. I'm stopping. Mystery of Exit 8, how a video game adaptation set in one hallway became an emotional festival hit. I've never even heard of it. Okay, I've never heard of this. And if I haven't heard of it, it's not real. There's no video game hit. All right, anybody, gamers in the audience, have we heard of Exit 8? Have we heard of this? Because I have it. Fuck right off. That's why I hate this shit. They try to pretend to be something they're not. TikTok and Twitch star Vanilla Mace signs with. Oh, God. See, I see something like this. I see something like this, and I feel a piece of my soul peel off. That this, at least from her face card, mid chick is a success because of TikTok and Twitch. I don't get it. I don't get it. I will not change my story. It was a long time ago, and the chicks were hot, and I was horny, and I sat there sick, unable to move, and then I got wrapped up in one of the storylines, and then I realized this is dog shit, and I stopped. Hey, I stopped. No one had to make me stop. I stopped on my own accord. Tim Robinson's HBO series The Chair Company gets release date. First look images. Never heard of it. Not my thing. I'm interested. Habanero film sales clinches world sales rights. I don't care. Foreign crap. Paramount taps Kenneth Weinstein, former Trump advisor, as CBS News ombudsman. That's just responses. Yeah, you know what? Just don't edit shit. You don't get sued. It's a simple concept. Sherlock Holmes gets animated treatment as Harry King Television taps Shrek producer David Lippman. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about animated Sherlock. I mean, I love Sherlock Holmes. I haven't gotten into any more Sherlock Holmes since Elementary ended, but I don't think. No, I pass. Ernest and Celestine producers embark on World War II New York set animated adventure Children of Liberty with urban handling sales. Somehow I feel like this is propaganda and indoctrination. Just something tells me. Just an instinct. SNL finalized a season 51 cast. Bowen Yang, Chloe Feynman, and more return. Colin Yost and Michael Che back for a weekend update. So it's still good. All right. It's still going to suck. SNL will still suck. There. I've saved you time. I have saved you time. It's still not going to be funny. They're still going to be one-sided in their views. And none of these people are interesting or funny or talent. No, he's a hippo, Frank. That's a hippo. I think that's during the Mu Deng phase, where everybody was doing the whole midget hippo mudeng is so cute yet angry shit. All I see are two gay men right here, and I don't care. Laura Samani on the sexual tension in Venice, prize winner. Yeah, I don't care. Shut up with your Venice. Box office: Conjuring Last Rites overtakes it as biggest horror movie opening with 194 million globally. People like The Conjuring. Good for that. Look, a bunch of people pushing bullshit. Me Too and Black Lives Matter aren't dead after interviewer asks her only white co-stars, Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield, to respond. I don't know if that's a proposal. That's not. Oh, my God. You don't hate any of these people enough with this shit. You just don't. You just don't. Lily James and Gala Gordon launched production company Parados with aim to champion stories. Oh, Lily James, don't go down that path. You're a good actress. Don't go down that path. Female resilience. Ugh, Lord, just stop. Just stop. YouTube's first exclusive NFL game averages more than 70 million global viewers. Okay, I didn't know YouTube got in the NFL game, but hey, more people want to watch sports ball, make it easy for them. Listen, you do that, there's less reasons to find ways to pirate it if you don't pay for the sports packages with the dish or the streams or the shit like that. Hey, listen, I will admit I found less than legitimate ways to watch basketball games back in the day because I didn't have the NBA package or this stuff like that, and they didn't always air the Celtics game I wanted to watch. So we had to find ways to find it, and I did, and I watched it. Horrible quality, lag like hell, but I still watched it. By the way, Eagles send Las Vegas here resident. Don't care. PC gaming show sets first ever Tokyo Direct event. El Asili, Wood, and Midas to host. PC gamer, not trustworthy. Don't trust these people. They hate you as a gamer. They hate everything you stand for. Life imitating art. Hallmark stars band together to save small business outside of Nashville. Hallmark still bent the knee a few years ago, so I'm not fully going to trust Hallmark ever again. Trump rejoiced over West Point canceling Tom Hanks award ceremony. We don't need destructive woke recipients getting American awards. Jenny, why did I not get the award, Jenny? I'm all right. We're not doing that now. I will not go down that. You've been watching Saturday lately. We're doing Jenny jokes that get rather inappropriate. Smartless handling to the Hollywood Bowl for a Maskell podcast in November. Who? I mean, is it weird that I don't know what these things are when they mention it? Am I strange for not knowing this, or am I normal? I'm curious. I don't know what Smartless is. If I don't know what they are, does that make me good? That I don't have a certain type of brain rot. ESPN acquires U.S. rights, Bell Media Canadian rights to Richard Brown's Origin, the Story of Basketball Africa League. Nobody cares about basketball unless it's in America. Let's be honest. We don't care. When I watched sports ball, I didn't care. Unless it was NBA, good or bad. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Wake Up Dead Man trailer. Knives Out 3 has Daniel Craig and Josh O'Connor investigating death and God. I love it. I've said it before. I love it that they're going to try releasing this into the theater before Netflix. It's one thing to watch something in the comfort of your home because Netflix is pushing it in your face. And you're like, what the hell? I'll put it on. It's another thing to spend your gas money, to spend $15 to $20 on a ticket and go to the movies to watch Knives Out. I cannot wait for this to come out and for it to tank and for the illusion that Knives Out is a successful franchise to be destroyed. It's a successful streaming movie franchise that people lazily watch. No one's going to the movies to see this. No one of note, no one in numbers. I predict that right now. No one's going to go watch floppy-haired Daniel Craig be a gay man investigating a murder. No one's going to go see that. That's simple. Oh, let's see. Yorgos, I don't care about that. Taylor Swift, don't care. Never care. Don't care. Howard Stern trolls listeners with gag that Andy Cohen has taken over SiriusXM slot. Man, that's more cope right there. More cope. Someone who once was on top of the media world is now a fucking joke. I don't care about Nigeria entertainment. Don't care about this or that. Let's go one more in. See if there's anything of interest. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle is #1 at Korea box office as The Conjuring Last Rise opens strong. We have 4 days until Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 opens up here in America. I will probably go see it next week so that Dermy and I can at least have a surface level discussion about it on Anime Odyssey this month. So I'll probably go see it next week because I want to. Because I've made my reasons. It's going to be so hard to avoid spoilers for months to a year at a time till the next movie. So I'm just going to go see it and enjoy myself and have a good time because Demon Slayer kicks ass. Jackie Chan's The Shadow Edge leads China box office for 3rd week. They don't care about our movies anymore. Jimmy says it's unlikely live in front of a studio audience will ever return. Live in front of a studio audience was always a sham. It was always a sham. Nobody there actually did things of their own accord. There was always prompts. The closest maybe you had was Johnny. People legitimately were there and reacted legitimately, but everything else always a fucking sham. Every fucking sham. This was filmed in front of a live studio audience. The Pit, Dying for Sex, Heartstopper among 2025 Humanitas prize winners. Don't care. Nuremberg Review. Russell Crowe plays a Nazi war criminal, Hermann Göring, in an old school Oscar bait movie. Man, Russell Crowe got fat as he got older. Damn. Late Show Steve Colbert wins first ever Emmy in wake of cancellation. Yeah, it's a booby prize. It's a booby prize because they all wanna pat his good little shill ass for being a good ideological indoctrination piece of shit for all these years. You did your job, Steven. Here's your fake ass award. Because remember, the Emmys happened this weekend. Nobody knew. You notice there's no talk about the numbers and the views who watch it, so nobody cares. Avengers Doomsday, Alan Cumming confirms he's wrapped filming as Nightcrawler part. He wrapped that filming 2 weeks ago. I talked about that in a story 2 weeks ago. He was done. And they still haven't finished the script. Ian McKellen forced to skip TIFF premiere of Steven Soderbergh's The Christophers on medical advice, better safe than sorry. Be well, Sir Ian. Be well. We don't want you to hurt yourself. Don't fall off stage again. Steven Tyler holds back tears. Youngblood brings the energy and emotional VMA Ozzy Osbourne tribute. Again, the VMAs happened and nobody knew. Oh, we do know that Sabrina Carpenter pulled out a bunch of tranny drag queens onto the stage to protect kids. You don't hate these people enough. You don't. Anything else here? There it is right there. There it is. There it is right there. Just mentioned it. Let's move on. Marvel fans are tracking how fit Chris Evans looks in new pictures following Avengers Doomsday filming rumors and reckon he's gotten Captain America ready. Yeah, it's going to be Captain Hydra, and it's going to be terrible. Creative Emmy winners, the full list. Creative Rights, yeah, a lot of bullshit awards. A lot of these shows won the bullshit awards. We talked about it yesterday on Roundtable. These guys are trying to pretend that these wins that Andor got were phenomenal. They won the dregs of the awards. The shit nobody cares about. And honestly, the costuming was not good. It's dog shit. Expedition has you hunting dinosaur eggs while dinosaurs hunt you. Okay. Don't care about Xbox Games Pass. War Mechanic is an Adam Punk single-player FPS where nukes never happened. Interesting. We'll hear about that, I'm sure. Keanu Reeves says he absolutely wants to be in Cyberpunk 2. Hey, Keanu can do whatever he wants. I don't want to play the game, but he can do whatever he wants. The only people not involved are the creators. Life is Strange writer says of Amazon TV adaptation. I don't care. We mentioned this last week. I do not care. You're adapting a game about a couple of gay chicks where one keeps time traveling to try and save her gay girlfriend from dying. Don't care. Another failure incoming. Randy Pitchford says Borderlands 4 Day 1 patch does a lot. Are people playing Borderlands 4? I need to know. A lot of pushback surrounding Borderlands in the past year. Are people playing Borderlands 4? Or are they going to? Is it out? I'm saying, I guess the Day 1 patch does a lot, so I guess it's not out yet. But is anybody lining up to play Borderlands 4? I don't know. It's not a game franchise I ever got into. So I'm not hip. I'm not hip to it, as you kids say. Switch modder must pay $2 million after previously ignoring warnings from Nintendo, then defending himself without a lawyer. Nintendo are jerks. Nintendo really are jerks. Once he's purchased the product, it should be his to do with as he pleases. Nintendo doesn't own it anymore once you buy it from them. And the fact that we talked about, the fact that in the user agreement, Nintendo can sue you for messing with your own property. Nintendo are jerks. Jerks. Now, this guy should not have gone in without a lawyer. Always get a lawyer. Always get a lawyer. Of course, if this is Japan, I don't know if they have the laws we have where you are entitled to a defense, where you get a shit-ass lawyer. But always get a lawyer. Whatever you would have owed the lawyer would have probably been less than now the $2 million he has to pay if you didn't have the money up front. Payment plan, folks. Payment plan. A lot of my life exists on a payment plan. The She Games teases we are not done with Wolfenstein yet. I haven't played a Wolfenstein game since the original. True fact. It's very flattering. Cillian Murphy is chronically offline, but his son made sure he saw that everyone thought he was the emaciated zombie in 20 Years Late trailer. That's a long time ago for that story. Orlando Boo says, I'd hate to see anyone else play Legolas in Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. Oh, dude, you've aged out of it, man. You aged out of it in the Hobbit trilogy. But they because he's a little more buff in that one. He put on a little muscle and he looked a little thicker. He aged out of it then. But he just Hunt for Gollum should not happen. It should not happen. I've been saying that. I said it again yesterday. I'm saying it again today. Hunt for Gollum should not happen. Bad idea. And it's going to blow up in everybody's face. Chinese players use Steam reviews to complain about Hollow Knight Silksong's translation. Team Cherry promises improvements. Not caring. Nintendo has no real need for a new franchise, as Veteran says, and can just pick whatever existing series fits new gameplay. They're not wrong. Listen, they are not wrong. The Nintendrones are not looking for new franchises. They are happy with the ones they have. Nintendo are jerks. They know what their fan base wants. They know how to manipulate it. They know how to get things done. They know how to make money. This is why I don't play Nintendo. I can't believe I said that. This is why I don't own a Nintendo console. I play Nintendo. This is why I don't own a Nintendo console, because Nintendo doesn't care about me as a customer, as a fan of gaming. They're not going to try and make games that I like. They will port a few here and there, shitty ports that are better on PC and PS5. If you get them. So this is why I don't do Nintendo. I have a Switch 1. I bought it for a few games that I played and stopped playing. And I will eventually go back to it for reasons that are at this time are unclear to me. But this is why I don't buy into Nintendo, because they're not making games for me as a gamer. They know who their audience is, and they're going to play right to them. So this is a very true statement. It is 100% accurate. Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm just moving on. Moving on. Don't care. Don't care. I saw that and was like, that's got to be us. If World War Z 2 happens, it's because 30 million people played World War Z, the video game, developer insists. I never watched the movie. I never played the game. And I'm not going to because I hate zombie movies and I don't particularly like Brad Pitt. Kanji Last Rights, or talk about that. More Hollow Knight Silk Song. So what is that? These are three more Hollow Knight Silk Song stories. This is what I was talking about. Constantly trying to tell me about this game. This could be punishable by law. Ryan Reynolds finally comes clean on 2014 Deadpool footage. Okay, we're to the other day now, but this is over the weekend, so we'll go a little further because we didn't read stuff. Bethesda teases Terran Armada and Starfield 2-year anniversary, sending fans down a speculative rabbit hole. Nobody's playing Starfield. Come on, stop lying. Stop lying. So there's just no question that company is not the same. Okay, Bethesda people, and now we're into previous stuff. Okay. Excuse me. Park Place. Here we go. Colbert wins his participation trophy. Universal UK partner attraction stalled amid licensing wrangle. Disney World's dinosaur going extinct is closing date revealed after dinosaurs Restaurantosaurus in Animal Kingdom. Okay. New permits filed, upcoming cars, villains, theme parks, and Walt Disney World. Okay, these are all Disney World cope stories. Not from Park Place per se, but these are stories about Disney World trying to correct course. Disney trying to correct course with their theme parks who have lost a lot of their traction. They're not getting what they had in the past. Nothing else here. Stuff from last week we talked about. That's it. There's the news. I'm sticking to it. Not much as usual. As usual, not much. Okay, have you guys elected to torture me yet today? No. Nothing's happening. Do I have anything else I want to talk about with you today of my own accord? Remember, this is your show. We go down the rabbit holes you want to go down, not necessarily mine. I said my piece on something already today. All right, I'll toss you guys this question just because it's for the channel. So I'll toss you guys this question. So we finished Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon last week. We finished it. It's done. It's over. What am I going to play next? I'm not sure what I'm playing next. I mean, Kel, what's the release date on FF Tactics? I mean, I could look it up. I guess I could look it up when I could look it up. Hey, I might as well look it up. I have it. Go to my orders page. Let me see. Where are you? There you are. Coming out end of the month. Yeah. FF Tactics. I won't get FF Tactics till the first week in October. Because it comes out on September 30th, and I ordered it. So I'm ordered a physical copy. Amazon exclusive physical copy. So I won't get that until first week in October. Let's see what the soonest day I could possibly get that is. I bet maybe I'll get it by Friday, October 3rd. Maybe I'll be able to get it by Friday, October 3rd. But that's not a regular gaming day for us. It's not Tuesday. We usually do live gaming streams on Tuesdays. So I don't know what to play because my personal play desires are getting fulfilled by us playing Final Fantasy 14, but I can't really stream that due to the setup. And also, it's not really, from my perspective, about 70% of the time, it's not really streaming entertainment. It's me sitting around crafting, waiting for Dermy or Weasel or Devil or somebody else to need my help with something. What I'm doing on my own in the game is for me, and it's way out of context. So why would you want to watch something completely out of context in the story, or me sitting there waiting in a duty finder to get into a fight? So it's not really streaming entertainment for me to stream Final Fantasy 14. If I could find a way if I could cobble together to do it, it'd be sloppy too because I can only work with the one monitor. So I'm not sure what to play. I mean, I have a couple games on my shelf I haven't played yet, but I bought those for private play. I didn't buy those to stream. And I don't really, the whole, because I feel like a gaming, there's nothing else I feel like playing. So I'm not sure tomorrow night if we're going to have a gaming stream. So I don't know. Because playing Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon fulfilled that particular need of RPG that I was hungering for. Scrounge around, find your gear, do the best you can, start off being weak and get your ass kicked, and then reach the heights of badassery where the game is on easy mode despite the hardest difficulty mode setting. We did that. I won quite handily. So I'm trying to think, what can we do? What can I play? What can I provide you guys for gaming entertainment on a Tuesday night, which is what we do. We play games on Tuesdays. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's just a thing. Star Valor. Is that the one you were talking about? Let me look that up. Let's see what that is real quick. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, that game, yeah. All right. I guess we could do that. I haven't played it yet. I haven't sat down and played it yet. We can give that a try. That's if you guys are okay with that. Yeah. I haven't gotten around to yet. Yeah, so yeah, we could do that. All right, that sounds like a plan. That's a plan. We'll give that a try. I haven't played it yet. I have no idea what I'm doing, so we can watch me fumble around and see how that works. It'll be a pretty chill gaming stream. It'll be pretty chill. It'll be a pretty chill one. So I guess we'll do that. All right, we'll play Star Valor tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes. Do it for at least an hour or two. We'll have some fun. All right. Let's see. Do we have anything yet? No, it looks like it's a you guys aren't doing anything. You guys don't want to do anything else today. So unless anything else comes up, I guess we'll wrap it up. Always wrap it up. Definitely wrap it up for the fat chick we talked about on Ballbusters. Definitely wrap that up. Definitely. $5 million. Yes. Although I still say I would dress up as Commander Riker, and I would make a whole thing out of it just to get myself through it. I would. Oh, I think I know. I can't. I don't want to be graphic. This is not the stream for it, but I know the way to get through that. I do. I know the way to get through that. I would know the way to get through it. I know the way. See, for $5 million, yes. For $5 million, that's life changing. Completely life changing. I'm not partaking in that conversation. We talked about that last night. There's no way that I'm not doing that. No, that I'm not doing. Anyway, all right, guys. I guess we're done early today because I don't have any more stories. Nothing from the articles popped out at me there. And you guys seem content with my ramblings for the day. And if you guys don't want to talk about anything, then we're going to move on. We're going to end the show. So thank you guys. Later tonight, I don't know if there's Mellow Mondays tonight. I really don't. I have not decided. It's supposed to be the off week. We were supposed to do it last week. There was miscommunication because of the holiday. This is supposed to be the off week, so I don't know. Hail, go for it, Penny. How are you? You've arrived as we're ending the show. I'm sorry because chat has not provided anything else to do. We do what you guys want, and if you guys don't want to do anything else, then I don't have any. I don't generally prepare the topics. It's what topics you want to talk about. Watch. So let's see. So tonight, I don't know if there's Mellow Mondays. I really don't. I'll be okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know what to do with Mellow Mondays anymore. I really don't. I'm not sure. We have a good time when we do it, but it's kind of difficult to create the content for it because a lot of things we do so many other things on so many other streams now that Mellow Mondays was originally created to fulfill. I don't know what to do with it anymore. That's why one of the reasons I put it to an every other week situation because I don't have a feel for how to work with it anymore. I don't. And that late at night, I'm kind of gassed with the constant streaming and constant making of other videos and everything else I'm doing. I'm kind of gassed. I'm out of steam when it comes to it. So I'm having trouble coming up with how to do a Mellow Mondays now. I really am. So I don't know if we're gonna do that tonight. It's honestly it's much easier for me to at that point in the night take it easy and play Final Fantasy 14 in a relaxed setting. God, more people are showing up. I want to keep the show going right now. I don't want to end it. Some of you guys are rolling in right now. I don't want to end the show if you guys are first coming in. Let's see. Let me think for a second. Let me check my bookmarks. Maybe there's something I'm sitting in there that I have that I can give you. I don't have a problem giving you guys a free rant on something. I don't have a problem doing that. Let me check my bookmarks if I've slapped anything on there recently that I've been holding maybe. No, we complained about this. No, that's all the old stuff that I was talking about. That's from yesterday. Already talked all about that. We talked about that. There's no point in me doing I can't freak out against a cooking video without you guys, without the other guys there. It's part of everything there. This is all Ballbusters shit. This is all stuff for Ballbusters. I can't show you guys that. We're a high class show at this point in the day. We don't do Ballbusters content here. Yeah, this is all like food shit that I save for Ballbusters and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to give you guys a little more content today. We haven't reached an hour yet. More you guys are tuning in right now. You guys are starting to roll in. I don't want to end the show as people are coming on to enjoy the show. I don't want to just end the show. But the rules of the show are it's your show. You guys, we talk about what you want to talk about, not necessarily what I want to talk about. That's how this show works. This isn't Roundtable where I make you guys listen to my topics. This isn't one of the other shows. So what can we do here? What can I do? What can we talk about here? What can I throw out there to you guys? I guess let's keep going by the rest of the week. All right, so it's September 8th. We don't have Anime Odyssey. Okay, well, I'll mind you, we got Saturday Night Drive-In. We're doing Other People's Money for Drive-In this week. It's a early mid-90s movie. Danny DeVito, Penelope Ann Miller, and Gregory Peck. Good movie about, hostile takeover, stuff like that. I find it wildly entertaining from that aspect, and also great performances by all three of those actors. So I think it'll be a good one. Jed hasn't seen it. Should be good. Let's see. Remind you, we are concluding Anime Odyssey this month with our, I get my wrong. We're not stopping the show. We are concluding our Summer of Gundam coverage for Anime Odyssey this month with the Gundam Seed movie, Gundam Seed Freedom. Good movie, but a lot of problems. Good movie, a lot of problems. Chief among them, the new way pronunciations for names they decided to suddenly do after 20 years. They changed how everything was pronounced, which pisses me off. But we'll be talking about that. When is Anime Odyssey? Most likely it's going to be on a Sunday. Most likely Anime Odyssey will be on the 28th this month because of Dermy's schedule. We're likely doing it right after Roundtable, about probably an hour later. I will say this. I can officially tease this now. Some of you know this, so those of you who I have told, I ask that you keep the full reveal under wraps. Roundtable is going through some changes. We're going to be making a few changes come October. So get ready. Great stuff happening. Great stuff. You're going to love it. We're going to have a lot of fun moving forward. So get ready. Stay tuned for some Roundtable announcements, some changes to the show coming, this and that, in October. So I guess the first change to it will be on October 5th. So on October 5th, Roundtable will change. Roundtable will change on October 5th for the better. I think you guys will enjoy it. It'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. I guess back to the fact that because I know some of you do like Mellow Mondays, and I know the guys love coming on Mellow Mondays, but again, I'm having trouble figuring out what to do with the show, and there are other streams I do want to do, and if I do decide to put it on the shelf for the time being, other ideas may take its place over time, not every week, but over time. Other stream ideas, or maybe we may get another Nerdgasm. I may finally get Nerd Fight done. I'm also playing around idea with not like Wormhole Watch, which is what we do we record every Sunday night, and Brad puts it up on his channel every Wednesday. I'm toying around with a sort of a Star Trek couch show, one would say, where we just sit down and grab a random topic or a random episode from some Star Trek and just talk Star Trek for an hour or two. Thinking about that because I have this great need. I feel this great need to talk about Star Trek lately. It stems from Wormhole Watch. I want to keep watching and talking about Star Trek because I have so much fun talking about good Star Trek, real Star Trek. So I'm playing around with an idea about that. Yeah, I was supposed to do it yesterday. I was supposed to work on tabletop yesterday. It's all up here. I just need to write down the packet and send you guys the packet. Jed has been looking at me. Have you worked on it yet? Yeah, I keep saying that. Jed knows Jed is the one who keeps saying, "Have you worked on it yet?" It's like, yeah, I'm supposed to. I should have. I have no excuses. I haven't had a moment of peace and where I haven't been either exhausted or other shit going on to sit down and do it. It's a me thing. It's a me problem. It's a me problem. I want to get the tabletop started this month. I really, really do. I just have to put the shit down on paper so you guys can get to work on your characters. And it'll probably take me an hour or two to do it. So I just simply have to do it. I have to do it. And that it's a me problem. I'm having trouble sitting down and doing it. I just am. I have no excuse, no explanation. I apologize for the delay that those of you involved in it have been forced to endure. I apologize. That's all I can do. I'm sorry. Tabletop will happen. It'll happen. The first of 3 planned campaigns with different groups every time. Not the same group every time. Different groups every time. That's the plan. Because they're each taking up a... See, Kel understands. It's going to happen. I mean, I've already planned out the first campaign. I haven't written everything down. It's just all up here. I mean, well, I planned out the first couple of sessions. The rest of the sessions need to find. I have bullet points of where it goes along the way. I can't finalize it until one. Because here's how it's going to work. Here's how it's going to work with the tabletop. For those of you who aren't aware of this, you're coming for the first time, I will be running it's not D&D. We're just calling it D&D. It is not Dungeons and Dragons. It is not. It's simply a tabletop thing. What it is essentially is I'm going to run a tabletop campaign set in one of my worlds that I've created for my universe. And you will be taking part in, if you are playing in the campaign, we have the first group. They've all been invited and all accepted. But at least 5 of you. There's still 1 seat open, I think. But at least 5 of you have been invited and accepted. You guys are going to be essentially crafting. You are going to be taking part in historical moments that take place before the first book. So that's what it is. And you're going to be given I believe here's my philosophy on tabletop as a DM, GM, whatever you want to call it these days. I believe in a combination of putting your crew, your team, your party into a story where I'm gonna have you play a story, but I still want to give you guys some freedom as to how it develops. Your choices matter. Choices matter. And for the first session, when the inciting incident occurs, the catalyst of events for this series, your choices in your starting session will dictate the branch of which 3 campaigns you will choose. So the first group going in will have the choice of the 3. They'll be like, okay, our choices are laying us down this path. And I know which one Jed has a little bit more insight because Jed is one of my pre-readers. So he knows a little bit of what's going on. I know which one Jed, who is a player in the first one, I know which one he's going to try and nudge the group into. I know what he's going to try and do because he wants a particular mechanic for the chat and for the chat. And I'll explain how this shit's going to work in a second. He has particular, he knows which one he wants to just for a particular mechanic. It was his idea and I approved it. It's funny as hell. But you guys will choose which path you're going to go down. And then I have a set bullet points, but then your choices will still dictate how the rest of the game plays out. Now, the ending is set. The ending is pretty much set. It's how you guys react to the ending that'll be interesting. And if you survive, because you're going to need to survive. After the first session, I will actively try to kill you in the game. That's a belief system I have. I do not coddle you. If you fail, you will die in the game, and your character will be dead, because we are not. This ain't no hand-holding fake gaming shit you see on other fake gaming crap channels doing that shit. So you guys get to choose. So the first one will get their first choice. The second group will only choose from 2, and then the third one will be locked into the last campaign, and you will all be basically writing yourselves into the history of that world and in the events prior to the first book, which, if we ever reach a certain threshold on this channel, I will give to you guys as a fresh piece of product. I mean, that's what we're doing here. Blow my nose real quick. Keep talking. And that's what we're doing here. This channel exists not only for me to, of course, share my thoughts on everything. We have a lot of new people coming here, so I might as well repeat this type of this spiel. All right, this channel exists for many reasons. It exists for me to share my thoughts on everything going on in the pop culture world and social commentary, stuff like that. Tell the truth, facts and logic. It exists for me to have fun. I do enjoy doing this. It exists for me to make money. This particular stream is designed to make money. Generally, it works. Sometimes we get slowed down, but it generally exists where you guys pay money for me to do whatever you want me to do on stream. But this also exists for me. My YouTube channel exists for me to. I'm building a small business. I have done other careers in my life that either made no money or didn't quite work because, life happens. But this is to build a small business. I want to write books and publish them because the legacy publishing industry has been destroyed by the agenda, by wokeness, by DEI. It's been destroyed, ravaged. You can't get in there. It's impossible if you are a straight white male not writing agenda-driven entertainment. It's impossible. I've tried it. Several times. It's impossible. So we do it ourselves. Independent media, independent industry, independent publishing. We do it ourselves. But we need you guys. That's the thing. I need you. Your support is key. Growing the channel. I need enough support. I need enough of you interested in what I'm selling, both me as an entertainer and my product that I want you to be entertained by. I need you. We need you guys. We have to reach out where the whole plan is, can I sell 1,000 books? 1,000 books. What we're looking to do. 1,000 books sold to you guys. The book is done. It needs another edit because I lost my last edit. It's just vanished off my hard drive. Poof, gone. I don't know what happened to it. So I do need to finish the last edit I was doing, easily the 15th edit. And I need to get that out there. But then it's done. So when we get to, the whole plan is 5,000 subs. Once we cross 5,000 subs and the channel is generating enough activity, regular amount of views on videos, regular amount of you guys showing up to the streams, then I feel okay. I feel like I'm reaching enough people that I can sell 1,000 books. And then hopefully the channel by then the channel is being successful enough that I can move out of the state I currently live in and get to Florida, where the real fun begins. So right now, what we're doing right now at this stage of the channel, we are trying to get it to a point where it pays my bills completely. We're not talking I'm making thousands of dollars a week. I'm just talking about making a comfortable enough living through this channel that I can pay my rent, and pay my bills and live. And not just myself. I have another person in my life I have to take care of. So it's support my family. So I need to be able to move and successfully get to Florida where great things are going to happen. So so if the channel's doing that, and if the channel's that successful, and you guys are showing up, the audience is growing, I can sell 1,000 books. That's money in my bank. That's money in my pocket because I only pay a maximum. I pay maybe 2 to 3 people. I pay myself, I pay a cover artist, and I pay someone else for the first book for whatever maps I need drawn. And then, of course, out of the money you give me, that pays the printing. It pays for shipping and handling because that's the thing. Hopefully, I'm in Florida and fulfillment gets done by me and Jed and a couple others who I will press gang into helping me because that saves thousands of dollars. But just like others promote their stuff, when we will do our pseudo crowdfund, it'll be a pseudo crowdfund. It'll just be a web page that we're going to set up where you guys can do all the stuff. Pseudo crowdfund, though, once the period ends, the product is ready. As soon as it gets printed and the product is just the way I want it, here comes the book, looks good. You guys get the book. There's no wait. There's just the waiting of once the money comes in and we get it printed and bound and all the illustrations and cover art, everything on there. Once that's done, it's in your hands. And I'm working on the next book. You will never be asked to pay for one of my products, one of my books, until it's done. I will never sell you a product if it isn't done. And I say that with confidence because I am a quick writer. I can crank out books in 4 or 5 months when that's what I'm doing. And that's in the end what I want to do. I just want to write books for you guys. And I have a universe plan. I want to open up. This channel is the first step to opening up a small publishing company, a small one for myself, for others, and also be opportunity for writers who have talent, who have been gatekept out of legacy publishing as it stands. I want to give people a chance that I didn't get as a young man trying to write. And we have other plans too. I mean, example, there's a reason we're doing tabletop, tying it into the books. If you guys have a good time, guess what? Why not make actual physical media? Physical tabletop boxes, old school TSR campaign boxes for you to play in the worlds I will create. Doesn't that sound like an idea? An actual, we're going to play on roll dice on a table. So that's one of the things. See, I say great things happen in Florida. When I get to Florida, we're going to do in-studio gaming. In-studio gaming, we'll have a pool table because that's what pool tables are for. They're not to play pool. They're to game on. A pool table. Gaming. We'll have a whole setup, cameras everywhere, so that you guys can watch us play a game in real time. None of this bullshit that the fake gamers do. No, real gaming going on. Move away from this digital stuff. Real gaming in studio where we play. Some people might have to telecom in if they want to join us, which we're not going to rule that out, but that's one of the plans. Oh, let us not bring up the shit that came up last week with that Minotaur milking shit. Oh my God. That is current day publishing for fantasy and science fiction. It is. And that is not what I give you guys. I have real stories, real characters, real plans. And I hope you'll enjoy it. I really do. What I have planned. So it starts right here with you guys hitting that like button, talking it up in the chat, sharing the channel, subscribing, watching videos, hitting those like buttons, leaving comments. That's where it begins, growing the audience. I feel like we're right on the threshold of breaking through whatever invisible wall the algorithm puts in front of me. We're right on the threshold. Every week, I feel like we're just right there. Something is just missing. And I feel like this fall, because remember, we're on a bit of a timetable here. At least it's a timetable I'm on. I would like to be living in Florida when we get to the Day of Doom next May. It'll be so much better, so much easier if the channel is working and I have moved to Florida by then. It'll be so much better instead of me just having to fly out there for the weekend and fly back. So I would much rather have that money go towards me living there than taking a weekend trip down. Okay, so that's what there's so many things, and it's you guys. You guys have been great. You guys have been great. You've made this show a success, a particular stream a success. You guys were there when it started, and you continue to show up. New people are coming in all the time, and I appreciate you guys showing up, whether you're chatting or not. I love it, you guys. You don't have to chat it up. The fact that you're here alone means that some way, somehow, I have reached you, and you come back. And I appreciate that. I know I'm not the easiest of guys sometimes to understand or get along with. I'm prickly. I understand that. But I'm prickly because I'm honest. I don't lie to you. Lying changes nothing. So there you go. For those who haven't heard that spiel before, that's what this channel is about. It's about building something. Not just for me, but for other people. The rising tide lifts all ships. There are a lot of other people that I work with that I want to see be successful. And my success is their success as well as I see it. So it starts with me entertaining you, and then you being the badasses that you are, supporting me and others. So hit that like button, guys. I've rambled on long enough. I've given you a little more extra content today to watch. We have broken the hour. I try to make sure we at least get an hour of content every week, every day for you guys on this show. So thank you guys for joining me today. One last look at Stream Elements. Nothing there. Remember, we prefer Stream Elements because that officially falls under the no tax on tips. There might be a little gray room with YouTube, but definitely with Stream Elements, it is a tip, and therefore no tax on Stream Elements tips. So thank you guys for checking it out today. Stay tuned for clips from other streams made for videos, because I know not everybody watches every stream. That's why I do that. Also makes life easy for me on certain days. I will keep you guys updated on the schedule for the rest of the week. So have a good rest of your day, guys. Take day. I said day. I said day. I didn't say gay, guys. I said day, guys. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you later.